If you've ever run an e-commerce store, you know that feeling, right? You hit fulfill, the package is on its way, and then the emails start rolling in. Where's my order? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the single biggest headache in e-commerce, those totally unpredictable shipping times.
It's the question every single one of us asks. Your supplier tells you one thing, but your customer, and let's be honest, your own tracking page, tells a completely different story. So what is really going on behind the scenes?
I mean, this slide says it all, doesn't it? On one side, you have the promise, a neat and tidy 3 to 8 business days. And on the other, the reality we all know so well, 5, 10, sometimes even 15 or more days. That gap, well, that's where customer trust goes to die and support tickets are born. So here's our game plan for today. We're going to unpack why that reality gap even exists. Then we'll jump into the specifics for the US and European markets. After that, we'll get tactical with some holiday strategies, and we'll wrap it all up with how you can take back control of this whole process.
Okay, so let's start with the big question. Why is there such a massive difference between the shipping times we're promised and what our customers are actually experiencing?
Here's the simple truth. Those published times are basically marketing, not reality. They're calculated in a perfect world. You know, a world that doesn't account for a supplier having an off week, a shipping carrier getting totally swamped, or the simple fact that nothing really moves on a Sunday. And if you've ever felt this, you are so not alone. This quote just perfectly captures that panic of seeing an order stall while a customer is getting impatient. It's a shared pain point across the entire e-commerce community for sure. All right, so how does this actually play out in the real world? Let's take a look at the United States, where a unique set of challenges can make shipping feel like a complete lottery. The problem is really twofold. First, the country is just enormous. Shipping from California to New York is a huge journey. And second, platforms like Printify are marketplaces. That means you're not really ordering from Printify, you're ordering from one of hundreds of different printers in their network, and each one has its own speed and efficiency. On the data here, well, it tells a fascinating story. Just look at Printify's real-world shipping window, 5 to 15 plus days. That massive range, that's the provider variability we were just talking about. In contrast, you can see that Printful and Gelato have much tighter, more consistent windows, and that's because they control their networks a lot more closely. So here it is, the single most important tactic for the US market. You have to build yourself a buffer. Add 3 to 5 business days to any estimate your provider gives you. If they say 3 to 8 days, your store should say 6 to 13. This isn't being dishonest, it's being smart. It's a simple little shield that will protect you from a flood of support tickets. But what about Europe and the UK? Well, it turns out it's a completely different ballgame over there. A smarter fulfillment strategy is giving certain providers a huge advantage in both speed and reliability. The game just changes when production is local. Instead of shipping a t-shirt from some central hub across an entire continent, platforms with strong local networks print that shirt in a facility that's way closer to your customer. Shorter distances mean faster, cheaper, and much more predictable shipping. It's that simple. And this isn't just some happy accident. It's a deliberate strategy. Like Gelato says right here, their model is designed to drastically reduce shipping distances. For them, it's a core philosophy. By automatically routing orders to the nearest printer, they create a win for speed, a win for cost, and even a win for the environment. And the difference is just so stark when you see it laid out like this. The maximum delivery time in the EU and UK is significantly lower than in the US. This just visualizes the power of local fulfillment and why it's so important to think about where your customers actually live when you're choosing a partner. All right, with that foundation set, let's switch gears and talk tactics. Because when the holiday season hits, oh man, all bets are off. The normal rules just don't apply, and you absolutely need a specific plan to survive and even thrive. This right here is one of your most powerful holiday tools: express shipping. Yes, it costs more. But for that last-minute shopper who's scrambling to get a gift under the tree, the option of a 2-3-day delivery is priceless. Offering it can capture sales you would have otherwise lost. And this is mission critical. These are the projected deadlines for getting orders delivered by Christmas. Go ahead and mark these on your calendar now, but, and this is vital,
always verify the official dates from your provider. They usually announce them in October. You can use these cutoffs to create urgency and manage expectations on your storefront. So, we've looked at regions, we've looked at providers, we've looked at holiday tactics. But the real secret to winning the shipping game, it isn't about finding the absolute fastest provider. It's about taking back control of the one thing you actually can control, your customers' expectations. This is the playbook. This is how you win. It's a simple 4-step process for mastering expectations. 1. Add that shipping buffer we talked about. 2. Create a crystal clear policy page. 3. Automate your tracking updates. And 4. Add a clause that protects you from that peak season chaos. This system is your shield. So what does a world-class shipping policy actually look like? Well, it has these 4 non-negotiable elements: your delivery window with your buffer already included, a simple explanation of production versus transit time, a link to your tracking page, and a clear disclaimer about potential holiday delays. This page is your front line of defense. It builds trust and stops complaints before they even happen. So, we'll end with this question. Chasing the absolute lowest product price might lead you to a provider with super inconsistent shipping, which creates constant customer service fires you have to put out. Is that trade-off worth it? Your answer to that question, it doesn't just define your shipping strategy, it defines your entire brand.